Welcome to The Sacred Circle, a podcast about all things spiritual and mystical, esoteric and supernatural. It's that late night deep conversation, that campfire ghost story, that long and winding mystery of thought. It's about finding the right questions and questioning the right answers. From magic to meditation, from consciousness to ceremony, this podcast is dedicated to all of you seekers after truth out there. This is an invitation to all of you who still believe in magic, to all of you who respect the unseen, to all of you who don't take myths, legends, and ghost stories for granted, to all of you who hunger after wonder and mystery, that transformative adventure filled with unimaginable promise. Welcome to the Sacred Circle. We're going to talk about everything from the New Age to psychedelics, Buddhism and Brahmanism to Sufism and African traditional religion. We're going to talk about everything from ghosts and monsters to chakras and mantras. We're going to get into lucid dreaming and deep meditation, healing trances and reincarnation testimony. We're going to run the range between the serious and the academic, between the frivolous and the fringe. I can't promise that we'll get into aliens, though. The Sacred Circle isn't the place for conspiracy theories. I know. Some of them are compelling. Part of this comes from the fact that I'm a college instructor and a PhD in writing and criticism. I've taught in the United States, in Nigeria, in Thailand, to classes filled with students from around the world. I intend this to be a space for serious discussion and good research. This isn't going to be some basement manifesto lunacy, some tinfoil crackpot love and light, rainbows and crystals podcast. No, we're going to get into some hardcore spirituality. We're going to talk about things that are so deeply meaningful to so many people out there. So here's the rules. We respect the unseen. You may not believe in angels and demons, ancestors and ashuras, but there are people for whom those beings and spirits are very real. Spirit work is about the spirits after all, and the Sacred Circle is dedicated to honoring every tradition and system of practice, from the indigenous and the ancient to the more contemporary. For those of you out there with skeptical hearts, let me assure you, the Sacred Circle is no place for superstition. Let's leave aside unfounded fancies and delusions. And let us remember that true spirituality has this in common with the sciences: exploration, curiosity, questioning, wonder. I open this space to those who recognize that science and spirit work belong together and not as enemies. Let's talk about superstrings and multiverses, cosmic wonders and archaeological discoveries. Let's talk about the effect the singularity may have on spirituality. We recognize that spirit work can be a tool to heal deep trauma, generational and otherwise. This space is open to folks of every tribe and ethnicity, background and orientation. This is a place for stories. This podcast is about our encounters with those stories, those incredibly layered and complex echoes of our deepest lineages and transmissions. Myths, legends, elder stories, holy texts. The Sacred Circle welcomes the rich heritage of human wisdom. Here's the thing. True spirituality doesn't start with the answers, making up leading questions. True spirituality uses the best questions as vehicles, as chariots to seek out the answers, even in the most dangerous, most uncomfortable, and strangest of places. Sometimes they will tell you, you may become afraid. Practitioners have said this before many ceremonies in countless places to countless peoples. That's all right. Just remember that there is always risk in sacred space. Beyond the circle, anything is possible. I am your host and guide, Dr. Alex. I don't claim to be an expert, a master practitioner, a shaman, or a medicine man. What I am is a seeker after truth. And if I can have the honor and privilege of doing so, I can serve as your guide. Welcome to the Sacred Circle. Join us every week on Binge On This, where you can find other shows like Happy News with Perry Kurtz, This, That, and the Other, Reading Ronin, What's Hood with Forever Cabron. To order and to explore the shows Binge On This has on tap, visit bingeonthischannel.com. This is the host of the Sacred Circle, Dr. Alex. Looking forward to delving into the unseen with you every week.